Hello everyone, Jim Kerry's of Smiles for Cinephiles here again. Trainspotting is one of the best British movies of all time. Upon release, controversy surrounded the film. Despite mainstream accusations of glamorising heroin, the viewing public made up their own minds. With a £2 million production cost, the box office takings were double this in the opening weekend in the UK alone. A lot has already been said about Trainspotting, so I'm going to do my analysis from the perspective of one of the smaller roles in the film, using the story arc of Tommy, who is played by Kevin McKidd. Tommy Mackenzie, starts the film not using heroin. He expounds the horrors of the drug, agreeing with society, the law and authorities that it is entirely a bad thing. Tommy's first scene is the five-a-side football match. The group are friends, they are joking and working together as a team. This sense of camaraderie is short-lived, and shouting and blaming is soon resorted to as they fall behind in the match. Incidentally, the opposing side are Colton Athletic, a team comprised of members of a drug abuse recovery group. They focus on extreme physical exercise as a means to shake drug addiction. Tommy is against heroin.
It's a waste of your life, Mark, poisoning your body with that shite.
But yet he is taking a drag on a cigarette. Pure thoughts, but a weak or human spirit. Or is he a party to groupthink? The prevailing opinion in society is just agreed to without question. Certainly the most forthright member of their group of friends, Begbie, is in the anti-heroin camp.
No way would that poison my body with that shit. All the fucking chemicals.
As he necks whiskey.
No fucking way.
Begbie is succinctly summed up in the lassie glassing scene. His bizarre lie emphasising his masculinity
I'm playing like Paul fucking Newman, by the way.
and prowess on the pool table is debunked by Tommy.
And that was it. That was Begbie's story. Or at least that was Begbie's version of the story.
But a couple of days later, I got the truth from Tommy. You always got the truth from Tommy. It was one of his major weaknesses. He never told lies, he never took drugs, and he never cheated on anyone.
The rest of the group are flawed and weak, giving in to the easy escape that heroin provides. Their mindset sees Tommy's honesty as a negative, something to be exploited to the group's ends. At this stage of the film, Tommy is seen exercising, a picture of health. The clubbing scene pays homage to Stanley Kubrick by recreating the Corova milk bar from A Clockwork Orange in its stylistic design. The director, Danny Boyle, is rightly a fan of Kubrick and mentions him often in interview. Great use is made of sound in this clip.
6 weeks and no sex.
Playing the music loudly whilst filming gave the actors reason to shout above it, helping with the authenticity of a deafening club environment. Tom's honesty gets him in trouble with Lizzie, his girlfriend, as the first cracks start to appear in their relationship. We are let in on the secret, the camera placed closely over Tommy and Spud's shoulders. Tommy must decide between Iggy Pop and Lizzie. Covering up their conversations is laid down by gender stereotype. The boys claiming it was about football, the girls about shopping. Tommy's character is a bridge between the themes of sex, drugs, addiction and HIV. Heroin is claimed to be better than sex. When they come off it, sex is their first thought. The decline of Tommy and Lizzie's relationship is given a nitro boost when their sex tape goes missing and is assumed to have been returned to the video rental shop. The group's trip to the countryside could be seen as man returning to nature. It is at this stage that Tommy has been dumped by Lizzie. This attempt to enter a new environment with his friends is unequivocally rejected by them. They abandon him at the crossing. This, I feel, was Tommy's chance to escape the corrupting influence of the group and rethink his life's trajectory. His individuality fails, and instead he sticks with the herd and tries heroin.
I want to try it, Mark.
In this scene, Tommy has a burglar top on, perhaps foreshadowing criminal enterprise to come. The offer of money to a junkie seals the deal.
I've got the money.
Renton gives in to his addiction and ignites Tommy's.
Pardon me, may I use your bathroom?
The easy target tourist begins Tommy's criminal career. Maybe just as an accomplice, he is not seen to take any money. But the die is cast, the group's influence takes hold, and his criminality begins. Up until this point, most of the experience and portrayal of heroin has been its positive biological effects. Few serious side effects or repercussions have been seen. The turning point is at the death of the baby. A horrific image, the plight of this true innocent, in amongst all this degradation and filth, provides a genuine low point from which none of the characters ever escape. The reality of heroin now hits. Tommy's addiction is confirmed, the anemic, blank-faced worming towards the side of Renton, cooking up the next batch to numb themselves to the loss and pain of reality. The hallucination montage in Renton's train tunnel informs us of Tommy's HIV status. Dale Winton's game show quizzes Renton's purity through his parents, setting up the question, what is Tommy finding out? We find out at Cold Turkey Bingo.
I'm alive, 35.
Renton has escaped contracting the virus, a perceived act of luck.
Several years of addiction right in the middle of an epidemic, surrounded by the living dead.
This zombie reference has its ugly reflection with Tommy at the window. The plague and its undead victim. Decay and death fill Tommy's room. Renton tries to strike up conversation whilst kicking about. Flashback to the beginning, friends playing football, a time when they were all more connected. Even his idol has fallen. The Iggy Pop poster is torn.
Following the game at all?
No.
Nah, me neither, really.
Neither Tommy nor Renton follow this game anymore. Renton is clean, not dirtied by the infection, no poison in his veins. In commentary, Danny Boyle heralds this moment as more than just money passing between them, the passing of the junkie baton. Tommy's life slows to a crawl, burnt out, spent up. Renton, free and clear, sprints off away from his running mate, healthy, vigorous and renewed, able to continue to run his race.
But by then we had another reason to go back. Tommy.
Tommy knew he'd got the virus, but he never knew he'd gone full blown.
Once again, the camera is positioned over shoulders, letting us in on the real story.
Osmosis. Is that like a stroke? How's that? He wanted to see Lizzie again.
Hushed tones at the back row of the funeral.
So he bought a present. Brought her this kit.
The kitten is seen on the fireplace ledge, passing a Kit Kat wrapper, a sweet treat designed to win over his ex. Candles and a picture of Lizzie. This is a shrine to her. We track back through Tommy's room. Innocence, purity, life anew, the kitten, amidst the detritus. The first death, a plant. Feces, used cigarettes, his first addiction, then football. Symbolic of the loss of his innocence, his deflated and declined health. Fallen idol up high is revealed. We finally stop and view half a man, syringe nearby, feet black, walking with death. Some call this a cheesy moment.
Climb up here, Tommy, don't be dying.
I think it poignant.
Go just as fast where to.
An elegant summing up by a simple friend.
We'll both be soldiers, and our horses will not.
A final toast to the fallen soldier.
And I wonder if we'll remember when we were two little boys.
Tommy is a regular guy. His normal life and the path it takes during the film is a brilliant exposition of the decline into addiction. The glory of the primary characters is outshone by Tommy, and the valuable truth his role brings to understanding the implications of a drug addict's choices. To finish, I would again like to refer to the genius of Kubrick. A quote of his is as follows: "If you can talk brilliantly about a problem, it can create the consoling illusion that it has been mastered." I think that this sums up Danny Boyle's feelings on the matter of drugs. The issue is not as simple as good versus evil, moral versus immoral, legal versus illegal, saying yes versus just saying no, choosing life versus choosing death. The causes of choosing a life of drugs are complex. Why some people become addicted and others walk away is nuanced. Showing the glory and the horror of the highs and lows of the life of a heroin addict is the only way Boyle can tell this story. Anything else would be an oversimplified lie. The vicarious nature of cinema allows us to experience these highs and lows without the jolting prick of the needle. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to this channel, check out my other videos, and we'll make some more. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.